Hey bear! Hey bear!
I just saw the man.
Some outdoor encounters don't begin with danger. They begin with silence, distance, and one small sign that something is wrong. From explorers trapped on a ghost ship off Sicily to gunshots fired just feet from a tent in New Mexico, how fast can a quiet night turn into a fight to escape? On June 7, 2025, Madison Clydesdale, creator of the YouTube channel Madison Clydesdale, films her solitary off-grid life at a remote cabin in British Columbia, Canada. Her channel focuses on cabin living, homesteading, and wilderness survival. In this episode, ordinary chores happen in an isolated setting where large animals regularly cross her property, far from roads, neighbors, or immediate help.
Hey bear! Hey bear! There were 3 black bears and a bobcat when I checked the cameras about a week ago. I think they go up into the mountain, then they come back down, walk through my path that's up here. I have to keep Kiro really close because I haven't seen any grizzlies yet, but if there's any cubs, they could charge at Kiro. This is the trail cam that's kind of in the middle of this path. This is a path that kind of cuts across up the mountain a bit, and it goes both ways. So I'm gonna check the screen here. Oh, goodness gracious. That was right there just a day ago. One took a bite out of my solar panel. It still functions fine, it seems. This solar panel is probably not gonna work anymore. I knew there were bears, but these are 2 together. They're most likely a mating pair. So if this is the middle section, I also have a trail cam down at the other end of my property, and then I have one down this way. It is a bear highway. You know, I will take a bobcat any day over a bear, but I am grateful that they're just black bears that we're seeing. Okay, I took some time to really take in this footage. I've recently learned May to July is mating season. These 2 bears that are together are most likely a male and female. The male will follow around the female for a few days while it's trying to mate with it. It will protect it from other bears mating with it, and it's going to be territorial during this time. It looks like that was just a play fight, or the male was trying to get with the female and she said no, kick rocks. My guess is it's the female that's turning around and going back the same way they came from. The male continues on for a few minutes because if you look at the timestamps, it's all really close together. So the male will be Cinnamon and the female will be Spicy. Cinnamon keeps scratching his back. And what I've learned from looking it up, because I was like, is this bear's back that itchy? Why is only one of them doing it? It is a mating thing. So it's a male letting females know that he's available, and it's also a territorial thing. They have scent glands on their back and they're rubbing their scent on the trees for other females and other bears to know. It also shows how big they are. The higher that the scent goes and the higher the scratches go, the larger the bear. So it looks like he turns around after doing that and goes back after her and then wanders off into the distance. The next day, there's another black bear, and I know this one's different because it's not as red as the other 2. Those are the first 2 cinnamon type bears I've seen. I'm guessing this is also a male because he's rubbing his back on trees. He's doing the same thing. I kind of want to name this one Sid because of his nose. It's honestly really cute, and I am learning so much from seeing this footage.
Madison starts by reviewing her security cameras, verifying repeated visits from black bears and a bobcat moving across her land. She explains that bear mating season brings more activity, and one bear has already damaged her solar panel, weakening an essential power source. In this setting, minor damage can become serious very fast. Here, evidence appears only after something has already entered too close.
I'm gonna give you guys a tour of the property by ATV. It's a one-man show over here. There's no cameraman, so I had to show the drone to explain how I'm getting these shots. But I think this is a really cool way to show there is no flat ground on this property. It is going to be hard to build on, but this area up here is where we want the main house to go eventually, hopefully, one day. This area up here is one of my favorites. They cleared it out, I think, for a tiny home, another one, whoever sold it to us. So there's a wood stack up here that I also have to bring down. This is where I want the future sauna to be built, and maybe a cold plunge, but there's no water hookup over here. So a ravine to that side, but no water in it, and a dried up ravine to that side. And I want to build a bridge, and that's kind of the main section where I think the house will go. But yeah, okay, back down we go. One of the reasons Parker and I built a woodshed right away is because there is piles of wood all over the property from trees that have fallen or have been cut down. And when they're just stacked underneath the trees, because it's an interior rainforest, they rot. It's really good wood now, but if it sits out here for over a year, it's gonna be rotten and no good anymore. So we have to transport this wood. This thing is just so much fun. Throw them, else it's gonna take me all day. All right, let's go back. Ooh, there's these beetles in here. They're going. This is the door I could not carry by myself in the last video. Oh. I'm only not wearing my helmet because I'm going about 2 kilometers an hour. That's my store wood pile. In the winter, I'll cover it with a tarp. A lot of people watching this are thinking, oh my gosh, I want to live that lifestyle, but it is work every single day. Work on top of your actual work. And I'm definitely grateful for it. I love it, but it's not for everyone.
She then turns to work around the property, using an older Yamaha Kodiak ATV to move wood before seasonal rain arrives. Drone footage shows steep, uneven ground, making clear how difficult access can be. Madison keeps preparing supplies by hand, knowing outside help is limited and delays can matter. Out here, preparation is the only protection against isolation. Later, Madison hikes into the Kootenay Mountains with her dog, Kuro. Melting snow makes the route unstable, with repeated post-holing slowing her down. She gives survival guidance about firmer snow in shaded spots and cautions against melting red-colored snow.
This tree is buried in the snow, so if I release it... Oh, it's really buried. Okay, it's too buried. I'll just go around. Just a gorgeous day. You can see all the snow on the mountain still. We're switchbacking, headed up over there. We're one of the first on the trail this year, it looks like, and there's definitely some fall down from the winter. There's no other footprints in the snow besides Kiro's. Beautiful, beautiful day. Haven't seen any bear scat on the actual trail yet, so that's great. Just got myself on an island here. Post hold, my leg went all the way under. I'm gonna try and get back without hurting myself. Should I try and walk on this or should I go back down? These trees are buried, which means the snow is deep here. I thought this was the trail. Okay. You are as light as water. Oh. Okay, ow. Oh, I gotta get back down there. I'm not as light as water. Oh, it's cold. Whew, that burns the leg. How do I get across this? Okay, it's not as deep here. Oh, ow! Ow! My ankle. Oh, ow, it's stuck. Okay, camera didn't capture it, but that rock, I basically slid and my foot went underneath the rock. This is just the side of a mountain, pretty steep. So that's the trail. This is a hill, but this whole trail is covered in snow. I can't go that way, it's too bushwhacky. It's midday, so all this snow is melting and I don't understand where the trail is. Well, we're almost at the lake, so I think I gotta just go for it. This is the kind of weather that someone can get lost in pretty easily. So it's all snow here, and if someone's thinking that they can follow their footsteps back, by the time you start heading back, even if it's like 15 minutes later, the sun could have melted your footprints and it'll be impossible to retrace your steps. We gotta hop this creek. Kiro, be careful. Be careful, honey. That looks like a trail. Oh! Wow, what a jump! Oh my god. I had to work up the courage for that one. Another tip, bring sunglasses. I usually don't like wearing sunglasses, I just wear a hat, but this is snow blindness. When the sun reflects off the snow, it can actually burn your face from below, and it's really hard on the eyes. So a hat isn't enough to keep your face from burning. You also need sunscreen. There's a little lake there, so that must mean that we're close. Hey bear! Hey bear! Oh yeah, it's covered in snow. We made it. Wow. Wow, I'm so happy to be here. Whenever you approach a lake like this, could be a moose drinking water or... That was beautiful, but it is time to go. One quick thing, so you see this red? It's not blood, it's runoff and it's toxic. And you don't want to scoop up and melt that snow. It's runoff from what? I can't remember. I'll put it on the screen. Okay, let's go get some lunch. First we got a post hole back. I'm coming back here in a month to go swimming. I'm so excited. I mean, I think it'll be melted in a month.
After reaching a frozen alpine lake, she turns around, aware that conditions can shift without warning. Back at the cabin, she treats mold along the ceiling beams to stop more deterioration. The day closes quietly, but the risks remain. Viewers note that bears usually avoid confrontation, but warn that quieter dangers, unstable snow, silent predators, and isolation may pose bigger threats. In places like this, the worst risks leave little time to respond. When danger becomes normal, is the true threat what moves through the woods, or what happens when one mistake leaves nobody nearby to help? When history refuses to remain quiet, entering places shaped by tragedy can become a serious risk. This case follows Angelo, creator of the YouTube channel Exploring with Angelo, known for traveling by himself to some of the world's most isolated and paranormally charged locations while trying to record the unexplained. One night, he returned to Mount 7 in British Columbia, a mountain both stunning and dangerous, known for deadly accidents involving miners, lumber workers, questionable deaths.
It's also haunted. What we do know is that it's haunted by, probably people who used to work up in that area, which is a very dangerous spot to be in, especially during the winter. I have been up there during the winter time, and it is quite treacherous. So we do know there's deaths from, lumber workers, miners, all that sort of thing. And yeah, there's also something else going on up there. On multiple occasions now, I have seen something, and I don't know who or what it is.
And paragliding crashes. Angelo thought the mountain was haunted and sensed a heavy presence there, something he had experienced more than once and wanted to understand. As he made his way toward the summit to camp, he arrived at a familiar spot and instantly noticed that something was wrong. The large metal fire pit that had always seemed fixed in place had completely disappeared.
It smells so good up here. So I don't know if I'm tripping out or something, but I swear the fire pit is missing. What? So the spot is empty, and there's no one here, which is good. That means we might be able to camp up here again. I am obviously going to go to the top, because you have to. If you come up here, you literally have to go all the way to the top. But I'm kind of confused. Where did it... Yeah, it's literally missing. Unless I'm tripping or somebody moved it somewhere. There is legit no fire pit anymore. That doesn't make sense. Okay. Yeah, wasn't it like literally right there? Either someone stole it. I would not be surprised if that was the case. Yeah, that's weird. Odd. So yeah, there used to be like a building over here, which is gone now. I don't know why.
After failing to locate it, he wondered whether someone had stolen it or whether something stranger had already begun. As darkness settled and the tension increased, 2 strong knocks rang out from the woods, loud and intentional enough to feel unnatural. Carrying bear spray, Angelo stepped into the black forest, where his flashlight exposed the missing fire pit, somehow moved many feet away and tucked among the trees. When he headed back to camp, a sudden crash forced him to run back and discover his heavy table and tripod thrown over violently, with nobody nearby and no reasonable explanation.
It sounded like something crashed. What was it? I don't see anything. Wait, what the f? Whoa! How the hell did that happen? What the f? Something knocked the table over. And my tripod. Okay.
Deciding to move, Angelo drove farther down the mountain and used GPS to confirm he had unknowingly stopped at the exact place where 2 bodies had once been discovered inside a car under suspicious conditions. While checking a narrow, crumbling road nearby, the night intensified when a sharp scream ripped through the trees, followed moments later by another scream from a separate direction.
Holy crap. What the f? Holy f, I just saw him again. What the f? What the f? Guys? Oh my god, I'm sorry, but... Holy crap, that scared me. Oh my god. I just saw the man up there again. With the half missing face? What the... What are you?
Then he saw the same entity he had reported before, a human-like figure with half its face missing, showing itself briefly in the dark before disappearing. Frightened, Angelo rushed to his car, only to find 2 unexplained handprints pressed into the hood, as though something had leaned against it while he was away. Skeptics may blame isolation, fear, or natural causes, but the rising activity, physical disruption, and repeated sightings point towards something more hostile, leaving one final question unanswered. Was Mount 7 echoing its tragic history? Or was something still there, waiting alone for another visitor? On November 20th, 2025, the YouTube channel The Adventurer, known for real camping and survival videos, records a night in a remote forest that locals describe as Anchor. A small group makes camp near a river, expecting a quiet overnight stay. But as darkness settles in, the atmosphere of the forest starts to feel strange and tense.
Ini sih kan, nanti kena api pula kan. Capek ya, masih baru lagi waktunya, masih lama lagi ya. Gas kan, kayak mau hujan nih. Iya, takutnya malam hujan nih Pak Ben. Iya. Tapi Pak Ben, waktu kami camping sini dulu Pak Ben, ini kan pernah nih bekas kami kemarin nih. Iya. Memang angker juga tempat ini Pak lah. Bukan kayak lagi, rasaku iya nih Pak Ben. Iya. Awalnya lain Pak Ben. Auranya beda sama tempat lain. Iya. Dan sekarang kita akan mendirikan tenda. Sini ya kita taruh. Iya, ya. Pinggir sungai ini ya. Iya. Oke. Pintunya terbuka ya? Iya.
After setting up beside the river, the group relaxes near the campfire. Their conversation shifts toward local warnings that this forest is unlike other camping spots. Even though nothing appears wrong at first, those old stories change the mood. making everyone more alert as night gets closer. The camp keeps following its normal routine, but their focus remains on the darkness around them.
Apa tuh? Apa itu? Wih, tunggu, Bang. Oh, burung malam. Sahabat di adventure, katanya di sini kita dapat informasi tadi. Katanya daerah ini agak rawan, kita harus hati-hati. Pak Ben udah menghilang dia.
Itu dia.
Oh, itu Pak Ben.
Hati-hati Bang Ben. Apa tuh dah?
Woi. Oh, Pak Ben.
Weh, Pak Ben.
Alah, Pak Ben nih. Jadi apa tadi Pak Ben? Manjat-manjat.
Tengok kayu.
Oh, kayu kering.
Kirain apa pula tadi Bang Ben? Kayak ada yang nongol gitu kan?
Iya.
Wah, ada suara tadi. Aku dengar juga suara tadi. Ngeri sini depan Jo.
Ada yang aneh ya. Barang kita ada yang hilang tiba-tiba. Ini bahaya nih Pak Ben.
Iya. Ngeri sini Bang Jo.
Iya. Mana? Di mana Pak Ben taruh tadi Pak Ben?
Oh, ini dia ada.
Oh, itu.
Oke, alhamdulillah.
Pokoknya ada aja hal-hal yang aneh di sini ya. Lanjut masak. Pak Ben.
Jadi suasana di hutan ini sangat luar biasa ya, nyaman ya kan.
Belakang Pak Ben tengok, itu
Mana,
belakang
Asmi?
Pak Ben tuh. Tuh dia tuh.
Ada bayangan Mas ya.
Itu tuh.
Ada bayangan tuh, ada bayangan tuh.
Itu Bang Ben, tuh. Apa tuh Bang Ben? Besar, panjang, tinggi.
Iya.
Wis, oh, taruh sini aja Bang Ben.
Memang gak sia-sia dia masaknya Manjul ya. Patir Manjul ya.
As the night moves on, several odd incidents begin to happen. Unusual bird calls are heard. A tool briefly disappears before showing up again, and a tall black shadow moves behind the campsite. Later, faraway howls carry through the forest. Each moment is minor on its own, but together they slowly increase the tension while the group continues preparing food and eating. By the time the fire is built back up and coffee is made, the forest no longer feels peaceful.
Nikmat sekali kopi malam ini kan. Cuman kita nggak boleh terlalu apa namanya euforia.
Iya.
Karena kan tadi kan ada juga pemberitahuan dari
Warga.
ya pas kita kesini tadi. Pak Ben. Apa dia? Seterbang Pak Ben. Kedua sendiri ini dulu. Berartinya banyak aneh-aneh sini juga. Seterbang itu apa ya?
Apa tuh?
Kita pintu lagi. Gawat indah. Artinya daerah ini nggak aman, Pak. Apa? Cari sini, Pak Ben. Pak Ben, gempa, Pak Ben. Oh, enggak. Apa tuh? Astagfirullahaladzim. Allah.
Jangan ganggu kami. Allah.
Pegang, Pak Ben.
Astagfirullahaladzim. La haula wala quwata illa billah.
Enggak usah terlalu takut kali.
Kita banyak berdoa aja Manjul ya.
Iya. Oh, suara apa itu? Kita keluar dulu, Pak.
Tidur aja langsung.
Kalau keluar
Ya Wasbi. Ya tidur aja Pak Ben. Ya.
Tidur kita lagi. Yuk.
Udah nongol lah. Apa dia? Astagfirullahaladzim. Ya Allah.
nampak aku Masbi.
Itu dia Pak Ben.
Tidur lagi Masbi.
Ayolah.
Astagfirullahaladzim. Tidur pinjam mata. Ya. Baca doa apa Ben?
Soon after midnight, everything suddenly becomes more intense. Several objects are tossed upward and pushed away from the campsite, causing instant confusion. Panicked, the group hurries into the tent, but moments later, the tent itself begins shaking violently. Overcome by fear, they choose to remain inside, praying quietly and keeping their eyes closed as they try to get through the night. Not long after, one person suddenly cries out after seeing what looks like a human-shaped shadow standing outside the tent, before the area goes silent again. In isolated places, repeated disturbances can turn uncertainty into fear, even when there is no clear explanation. In a place like this, does fear come from the forest itself or from the mind trying to understand what is happening? On December 14, 2025, two urban explorers from the YouTube channel, swag head toward the coast of Sicily, Italy, after becoming interested in a huge abandoned ferry called the Iololus Canaris. The channel is known for real urbex content entering forgotten, off-limits, and dangerous places. What first looks like a quiet ghost ship offshore soon shows signs of activity, turning the planned exploration into a tense encounter with no obvious way out.
We are here on the coast of Sicily. This is going to be a fun video. I'm actually excited for this one. We got all the stuff right here. We got an inflatable raft. And I don't know if you see behind me, there's a humongous abandoned ferry. And we're going to take this little dinghy through all this water and see what's on it. It's supposedly really cool and has a lot of stuff on it. So I guess let's see. Ashton, how are you feeling about this?
I'm a little nervous, but I'm ready. Look at this thing. This doesn't even look like it's supposed to be a boat.
It looks like a backpack.
That's what I'm saying.
And I don't know if you guys see right there next to it, there's a whole bunch of sunken, like, I guess, fishing boats that are super rusty and probably a hazard. So we're going to have to be careful of that. How do we do this?
What the hell?
Let's see. Oh, this is the actual, like, kayak, I think. Oh, my days. Wait, roll it out. Roll it out.
Oh, dude, this thing is huge. This is a big boat, bro.
Yeah, get it. Okay, drop it in. 3, 2, 1.
Alrighty. Well, looks like you are getting in first. You think you can get in?
Yeah, I'm going to just put my feet down.
Be careful. You're about to rub on that rusty plate.
I'm getting in 3, 2.
You in?
Yes, sir.
I'm coming in.
Come on in. Holding. Oh, dude, there's a sunken boat right in front of us. We are approaching. Getting very close. Oh my gosh.
Straight boat graveyards. Dude, holy crap, look at that. It's like a naval ship over there. This is a huge boat. This looks like it carried thousands of passengers. Yeah, we were thinking about trying to get onto some of these boats here, but that honestly seems like a death trap if we were to do that.
We just pop our boat and we'll be screwed.
Yeah, holy crap, look how long the boat is. My gosh. Uh-oh. I think that's security, dude. Dude, that's a brand new generator. Dude, that's actually security, I think.
Yeah.
I'm so serious.
Why the fuck is there security here? There's security on this boat. Okay, we just have to be sneaky. We'll be fine.
All right, I'm gonna try to bring us closer. Start grabbing onto something. All right, don't let it scrape, don't let it scrape, don't let it scrape. That's definitely security, bro. Dude, we could get like fucked for this. I pray we don't get fucked for this. Can you scoot forward and get off?
After arriving at the shoreline, the group inflates a small raft and paddles toward the ferry. The water is scattered with debris, and once they move forward, going back is no longer easy. As the ship grows closer, its severe lean and flooded condition make the situation feel more uncertain.
He's right behind that.
We're barricaded in.
They're all workers, they have headgear on and shit. You can see them.
After seeing that this place was crawling with workers, we decided to try and find a way outside onto the upper levels without being seen.
Let's go here.
There's a staircase right here to the top.
Let's go up first. Okay.
Look at these ships though. They've probably been rotting here for like decades. How long?
Probably like a few years. Do you think there's anything left on them?
Dude, if we get on that thing, it's like collapsing. Instantly sinking as soon as we hop on it.
I don't think a single boat here. Wait, look, that's a boat right there too.
Oh, it's part of this boat. It's completely in the water. This thing is, these boats are absolutely cooked. I don't even know if they're worth any scrap metal because of how rusted they are. Let's go up.
Let's do it. I'll go first. Bags. They've been throwing a bunch of stuff away.
Go, go, go.
What?
captain's right there. Oh, wow, there's another boat right next to us. Look at that. Footprints. It's still all in here, no way. Holy shit. Bro, this is so cool. What is this? It's like a little ball. Look at all the little mechanisms they have. This is crazy. Look at all this. It seems like over the years, birds have gotten in here and pooped on all of this. Wow. It's Greek. It was a Greek boat. Look at all that. I'm in the captain's seat, baby. What is that? My God. They're right there. They're right there. What do we do? Let's just stay in here for a bit. You guys don't understand. You're in the safe room right now. This is where the safe is. Like they've already done most of their work here, so they probably have no reason to be up here. There's a staircase right there that leads down, and then right outside of these doors, there's another staircase that leads down. So they can come up two different ways right here. Really don't have much time here at all. I don't know how much of this we're gonna be able to explore before we risk getting caught. I think we're good, and then we just get the fuck out of here. So, okay, we're on the 3rd floor right now. The 2nd floor is crawling with workers. And the first floor as well. Yes, because that's when we came up. There was the 1st floor workers. Then we went up again. That's right below us. Right now. So, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to fucking do. Okay, I think we're good. You gotta leave this room. They're starting to come up. They're starting to come up. Go, 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 go. Look at the ship next to it. It's completely falling in the water. It's honestly really cool. It's crazy how they just left all these here. I'm pretty sure the ferry is the newest one out of all of them. But enough dilly-dallying. There's a worker right up there. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get the seats and shit. Wait, can we go down a level right here? No, the level below is flooded. Oh, right. Okay, we gotta think about it from their perspective. They're on a boat. They don't expect any people to be here, right? But the second they see us, we're done. Oh, okay, what if they think we're just workers? Like other workers? None of them are wearing vests. Dude,
Near the side of the vessel, they notice a running generator and a man moving below deck, proving the ship is not truly abandoned. Even so, they tie off the raft and climb aboard. Inside, workers are positioned across several levels, actively taking the vessel apart. It soon becomes obvious that this is an active industrial location, not a forgotten wreck.
Ciao.
Can we not be here?
Hello. How's it going? English?
Ma che ci fate qua?
Tourist.
Tourista?
Tourist.
Oh, sta con sto video! Pongo! Vedi Giulio qua? Sta facendo video, si muore, non sta questa scuola,
Hello.
sta facendo video. Ma come siete entrati?
English?
No English!
What are you doing here?
Oh, picture.
No. Video. Oh, no?
No, okay.
No video!
This is our boss. Oh, hello. Sorry.
We take pictures. Tourists. Pictures.
Sorry, sir.
No.
Oh, no? Okay.
Guys, how the fuck you got here?
From where they came?
Where you?
The raft.
You get here?
With the raft.
With the raft.
We got a raft and we rode all the way out.
But you cannot get on board. You're not allowed.
United States, sir.
Like onto the boat or like?
Are you guys filming, video making?
Yeah.
Have you taken photos?
No.
I have like
We have a few, but like no.
Please delete them now.
Okay.
They
well,
came for filming.
So please show me what you have taken as photos.
okay. He's calling the cops. This is not a good idea. This is not a good idea. We should have just left. Okay, go. Just throw all your shit on. Let's go. All right, we're sorry. Go. Just cut the fucking rope. We're sorry. We'll leave. We're leaving. A knife?
Yeah.
No, dude. God damn it. We're leaving. Sorry. Take the horse. I'm pushing you out.
Come on, I'm good.
We're not. I'm slow. We should have just left. That was bad. They're really fucking mad. They're calling the police. Okay. You row with that one while I get all situated. Holy shit. Okay. Start rowing. Go, go, go. Okay, I'm gonna get on shore. Put it in there. Get all of our shit in the car. I got come on. Get it back. Go, go, go. That was so bad. That was so fucking bad. Okay, close it. Close it. Just fly the boat back in the woods. We don't have time. Throw it in the trunk. We can just throw it in the trunk. While I'm rolling up, you take those and put them in the trunk and have the trunk open, okay? Yep. Have the trunk open. Go. Go down. Hello. Go down. We didn't make it out yet. Come on.
Yes. Yes.
Let's go! Holy shit! Oh my god!
Dude,
oh my god.
I cannot believe we just actually escaped that. You guys, we were surrounded by like 7 people. Oh my.
When they approach and describe themselves as tourists, several men gather around them and demand that all footage be erased, warning that police could get involved. Under pressure, the group withdraws to the raft. As they struggle to loosen the rope while voices grow louder behind them, they finally break away and paddle off, ending the encounter in a rushed escape. The urgent demand to delete the footage, along with how quickly the situation escalated, raises questions about what was actually authorized on the ship. Were the explorers simply trespassing on a restricted site, or did they walk into operations that were never supposed to be filmed? The next unsettling video comes from Jamie Dew's Wild Bike Packing, a UK outdoor adventure channel focused on solo bike packing, wild camping, and overnight trips. Is March 11, 2026, in Norfolk, England, United Kingdom. Jamie rides through rural Norfolk, searching for a quiet and allowed place to spend the night. His first planned spot near a scenic viewpoint is ruled out because overnight parking is restricted, forcing him to change plans and head toward a more secluded area near Peter's Way, surrounded by woods.
I don't know what the hell's going on tonight. I can hear all sorts of weird singing going on in those woods.
While he is outside the van, something strange breaks the silence. A faint sound, like singing or chanting, seems to come from the nearby trees. At first, Jamie reacts lightly, but the sound feels out of place in such an isolated location.
Goodness going on under there. That's what we talk about tonight. Bugger that.
Curiosity briefly makes him consider walking into the woods to find where it is coming from, but he stops, unsure whether that would be safe. As he moves away from the van, the loneliness and atmosphere quickly change his mind, causing him to give up the idea and return to the safety of the vehicle.
Just got out of the van to have a piss. What the fuck is that? There's a light in the bloody woods now. I'll tell you what, fuck this.
What starts as an ordinary solo camping trip slowly becomes an uneasy camping encounter. In the end, Jamie chooses caution instead of curiosity, remaining inside his van and avoiding any further risk. The night ends with no clear answer, but it leaves the strong feeling that the woods were not as empty as they seemed at first. Sometimes a camping encounter does not reveal itself directly. It only makes you feel that something is nearby. If you were in that position, would you stay inside or step into the darkness to find out? Carson Schmidt is a young adventurer who often spends his time outdoors. He regularly goes snowboarding, hiking, and skiing, sharing those experiences across his social media. On February 25th, 2026, he uploaded a video that felt especially disturbing and showed how important it can be to be in the right place at the right time. He was skiing with a friend, and after coming down a slope, he said they suddenly stopped for no obvious reason. That was when they noticed something strange.
That's deep. Dude, I just fucking sank. Hey, they good?
Oh shit. Hey. Oh,
Hey, stop.
shit.
We got.
Oh.
You okay?
Yeah.
Oh. You okay?
Open up for a second. Oh. Can you get his skis off, dude?
Oh.
You okay?
Holy fuck.
Can you get his skis off, Carson?
Yeah.
They immediately rushed over to help after seeing only the tips of a man's skis sticking out from the snow. No one knew how long he had been trapped there, but it was obvious he would not have survived much longer. Apparently, he had simply fallen into a deep pocket of snow, a reminder that a person does not need an avalanche to end up buried. The man was extremely lucky that Carson and his friend stopped when they did. It almost seemed as if something made them pause at the exact moment needed to save him. This case shows how fast outdoor situations can turn dangerous without warning. The threat is not always clear at first, and small decisions like stopping or paying attention can become the difference between safety and disaster. If they had not stopped in that exact spot, would anyone have found him in time? The disturbing camping encounter of the night comes from Travel Light Adventures. Based travel and adventure channel that features immersive van life, off-grid camping, and road trips through scenic locations. It is March 17th, 2026, in Santa Fe, New Mexico, United States, across the southwestern U. After settling into the campsite, the area seems peaceful and quiet. However, what happens during the night makes him question whether he would ever stay there again.
Across the southwestern U.S. and I'm waking up here at my campsite. I just can't get over how beautiful it is. There were some things that happened last night from ever staying here again. Was that it's an unofficial gun range of sorts, but people said the firing usually happens way out there and around the corner. And when I got here, that's exactly what was going on. So I thought. After winding down for the night, I crawled into my tent, and then that's when things begun. At about 2:30 in the morning,
before arriving, he had learned that the location was sometimes used as an unofficial shooting range, but reports suggested the gunfire usually happened farther away and out of view. When he got there, that appeared to be true. With no nearby shooting and everything feeling normal, at least in the beginning, after preparing for the night, he gets inside his tent, and that is when the situation begins. In the early morning hours, everything changes without warning. Around 2:00 a.m., several gunshots are fired into the ground only a few feet from his tent. Soon after, a vehicle speeds past the campsite. The sudden noise and how close it happens wake him up immediately.
but about 20 minutes later, they came back and did the same exact thing. So I honked the horn on my car with my key fob, and they got out of here real fast. On the outside chance that the collective goal of those people was to tell me that I'm not welcome to camp here, congratulations. I will never, ever camp in this spot again. We're ready to roll. God, it is a shame that the experience here was so terrible, because this is just beautiful. Minus the power lines. It's just gorgeous.
About 20 minutes later, the vehicles come back and repeat the same behavior. He reacts by setting off his car alarm with the key fob, and they quickly leave the area. It raises the possibility that they may have been trying to send a message that he was not welcome there. After that experience, he decides he will never camp at that spot again. By morning, everything is packed and ready to leave. After driving away, he moves to a safer location and later continues the trip, exploring Santa Fe and nearby attractions. Free camping can offer freedom and beautiful scenery, but it also comes with unpredictable risks that require constant awareness. Sometimes nothing is fully confirmed, but the situation still feels wrong. And if those vehicles had stayed longer, would the outcome have been the same? That's it for tonight. Which moment creep? Drop it in the comments. Have your own story. Share it with us, and stay tuned. The next one is even darker.